Hello there guys, Tolo here and welcome back to Let's Play World of Warcraft episode 171. And yes indeed, as you probably already noticed guys, this is gonna be a post-commentary Let's Play. Because I actually recorded this episode for a few weeks ago, and it was actually a really good episode. I really felt like I had a lot of stuff to be talking about. There was a lot of stuff going on and etc. and that I could talk about, and I really felt in general this was a good episode. But once again, as it has happened a few times before, but actually though I'm not sure whether or not it has happened for any of my Let's Play episodes, but at least for my other videos, I accidentally had my microphone turned off, which means I was playing throughout this entire episode, which is somewhere like 20 minutes, and I had my microphone turned off, and I was like, I wasn't aware of that, so that was kinda annoying when if you get out afterwards. Usually if it's like a PvP video, PvP live commentary or anything else, I can just go back and record another one. But that's not the case for my Let's Play videos here. As you guys know, I am doing every single Let's Play episode live commentary. That means I am playing the game while I'm recording my voice. And obviously I cannot go back in level, and I cannot go... Well, I can go back and add my commentary to it, but it's not the same feeling, because you don't get all those whoa, oh shit moments and etc. You don't get those moments captured if you do the commentary post-commentary. And I've been trying my very best to do all of my episodes here with live commentary, and I think I only failed once, and this might be the second time. I actually can't remember, but anyways, welcome to episode 171. Oh yes, 171. Can you believe it, guys? There's like 170 episodes before this one, and originally there was only 160 before I decided to continue on with the series. And I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of you guys who's been enjoying this series, and I'm sorry I only recorded like 10 episodes so far, and then I took like a break with a couple of weeks or a week or so. But I really had a lot of stuff I had to I had to do, and other games I rather wanted to play and etc. So I had to postpone the Let's Play here a little bit. And on top of that, I got a little bit demotivated when I realized that this episode was recorded without my live commentary. Because honestly, live commentary just works so much better for these kind of videos. But I'm gonna try my best, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna be going ahead to repeat myself. But doing post commentary for 20 minutes can actually be really hard, whereas live commentary for 20 minutes is so much easier, because you're like in the current state. You're thinking what is going on right now, what I'm thinking right now, and post commentary is more like, oh, what do I see on the screen? So anyways, I just move on to a new zone. I believe I asked you guys the last time about whether or not I should move on to the next zone the moment I hit level 86, or if I should stay in Jade Forest. And you guys told me, go to the next zone, we rather want to see the next zone. So that's why I'm here, that's why I decided to go on. And on top of that, you do get a little bit, but not much, more XP from moving to the next zone. And on top of that, the gear you get from the quest is actually a little bit better. I think it is in this zone that I'm actually starting to be replacing some of my previous items, some of my cataclysmic items. I believe the items in the last zone was like item level 378, so they were like about the same level as my PvP gear I was running around with from Cataclysm. But in this zone I'm actually starting to be able to replace it, which is really good. And I know by the next zone, by the time I get to level 87, I am gonna be able to replace like all of my gear if I just do the quest. I already believe with my warrior, as you guys know, I've told you guys this before, I didn't request very much with my warrior in the first part. At least not from like level 85 to 87. I didn't quest that much. I didn't do that many quests in Jade Forest, and I didn't do that many quests in this zone either. I was like moving on to the next zone, but I did a little bit, so I still have some of these quests like fresh in my mind. When although the game came out like 2 months ago, I'm already losing track of time. It's like it feels like yesterday that Mist of Pandaria got released, but it really isn't. It's actually kind of embarrassing. I can't even remember when the game was released. I have to look that up at some point. Okay, so this quest I'm doing here is like with all the small rats or rabbits. I can't really figure out what they are. They look like rats, but at the same time they look like giant mutated rabbits. But anyways, what I'm doing here, I just have a bunch of quests to like kill them. And of course we have to pick up that dirt on the ground. I think that's like several tools or something like that that they stole from us, if I remember the quest correctly. Let's yeah, buried farm equipment. So apparently it is tools they stole from us. And at this point I just realized, oh, I forgot my pet, my observer, or White Lord, or it's called Void Lord, isn't it? Yeah, I do forget that from time to time, because it's not like I play Warlock on a daily basis, and I just don't have a pet on my warrior. It's not like I have to buff up or have a pet on me like all the time on my warrior. So it's certain basic things I just forget when I play my other characters. It's kind of funny. With my warrior, I only got my battle shout. And my battle shout is like macroed together with another ability, so I'm sure I'm having that ability up, my battle shout up like 100% of the time. But with my warlock, it's like another case. I have to make sure I have my pet up and running. I have to make sure I'm having my different kind of buffs up, and it's like that's like the same case with my other characters, like my priest. I have to need fortitude up all the time. With my mage, it's like I need to have arcade brilliance and whatever shield up all the time. It's like basic things like that. I just tend to forget. And sometimes with my warlock, I can, as you just saw like a minute ago, I can pull a big group of mobs, and then I realize, oh, I forgot something. I forgot my pet. Anyways, that was the first 2 quests in the new zone here, and I believe that was like item level 393. I was just looking at it there. 399. Thinking about whether or not that would be an upgrade, because of course I don't have any gem spot in it, but it still seems like a small upgrade regardless. And here we got the watermelon bomb, which is a kind of fun trinket. But I don't think you can use that against other players in Battlegrounds. But it's still fairly fun trinket, and I was using that trinket for quite some time on my warrior, because it does have a pretty good stamina, and also I think it stacks up and gives you crit or something. Really fun trinket. I saved that in my bank just for the fun of it. Ah yes. Later on in this video, I am also going to be showing you guys a pretty good spot for grinding turtle meat, and grinding modes, harmony modes of harmony, and yeah, if you're skinning, this is also a really good spot. I think I'm gonna be showing you that in just a minute. Let's see. Yeah, I'll tell you when. It's gonna be fairly obvious, and a lot of you guys might already know about the spot, because it really is fairly obvious, and a lot of people already know about it. It's been all around the internet. I of course realized this like several weeks ago. I just haven't really showed you because I thought that was like common knowledge. But I'm gonna show you guys in yeah, in just a moment. I think that's actually where I'm gonna be. Come on, Warlock, Tolo, right. I think that's what I'm gonna show you here. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm like sitting here watching and doing my post commentary thing, and I can't even remember what I did in this video. It's like, wow, it's like I haven't watched the video before. But in reality, I did record it like a few weeks ago. So the spot I was talking about is of course just down here. It's like a really good spot. You can also kill the mushrooms here if you need the meat from them. I know you do because you're gonna make your food buff and etc. And turtle meat, you can get it here. You can see there's already like 2 guys grinding it. A really good boomkin. Doesn't even have to be good, but of course casters do have a certain advantage here, and boomkits are just awesome for this kind of grind spot. The turtles spawn almost immediately. They're like really fast spawn timer, and I believe if you kill them really fast and there's a lot of people there, it actually triggers something on the Blizzard server that makes the mob spawn even faster. It's like there's a queue that says, okay, whenever the amount of turtles in this area get down under a certain number, let's say down under 5 turtles, then we're gonna spawn an additional 10 more turtles right this second. That's like the same kind of thing that happens when you grind with like 4 or 5 people. When you grind the pirates reputation No, not the pirates. The goblin reputation required for the Insane and the Membrane title. It's something like triggers on the server, makes the mobs spawn even faster. But as the spot I just showed you guys, it's just really good. You could like get a mode of harmony, a lot of turtle meat, very easy. And if you're skinning, it's just really a bonus. All the grey items you're gonna get, most of them are not even worth anything. But hey, that's the only disadvantage. And if you're waiting for a dungeon and you don't have any if you don't have like mining or herbalism or any other grinding spots, then I suggest you go down there. If you're like DPS waiting 10 minutes for a dungeon, go there, do the grind, get some meat, get some money, get some stuff that can just be good for you in the auction house. Anything sells, honestly, anything can sell. And it's also a fairly fun spot because there's so many turtles there. But go try it out for yourself. Meanwhile, I'll be doing this really annoying quest. I remember this quest where you have like to kick the mammoths, and then afterwards you get a really fun item. I remember this quest in the beginning. There was so many people here, and I really didn't get I didn't understand what the quest was all about. I didn't know you actually had the ability to be kicking these mobs, but it was so annoying. There were so many people and so many mammoths, and wow, so annoying quest. And now my pet is actually killing them too. But this item you get from this quest is actually really fun. But I can tell you from experience, the item you're gonna get, you can place down on the ground, and when you place it down and you click on it, you're gonna follow it. You're gonna run after it. It's like you're gonna charge after it. So from experience, we've been using this item in a raid instance, and I'm sure you guys have done that as well. I mean, people do stuff when they're bored. In Mogishan Wolves on Fang the Accursor, I think that's like the second boss. One of my guildmates put down this mammoth a few yards away from me, which meant my character. I clicked on the mammoth, this little pet here. I clicked on it. I followed it. I didn't charge. I didn't intercept. I didn't do intervene or anything. No, my character straight up followed it and kicked the mammoth and followed the mammoth even further. It followed it all the way into the bus, and I ended up pulling the bus. And thankfully, I only got myself killed, and we had a good laugh on the Ventrilo. But of course, we had a little bit further downtime because I had to get buffed again, and that almost happened and a few more times afterwards. It's like a really fun item, but can be so scary, that item. But it's a fun item nonetheless. I really wish I had like recorded what happened, but I hope you guys can. I'm sure you guys are aware of this item. So many people are using it, also in looking for raid. Really fun item. So anyways, in this quest, we are still hunting down these rabbits, these rabbit rat kind of things that looks like Raticate, like the evolved form of Rattata from Pokemon, you know. And they apparently they stole a bunch of stuff from us. I actually believe I did this quest on the beta. A few months ago, before the game got released, I did a bunch of beta videos. I might have recorded this quest for you before. I might also have recorded the other Mammoth quest for you as well. It's like these are the starting quests in this zone, where everybody was basically teleported to. I remember on the beta, because the Jade Forest zone was closed for a little while because they were doing some huge changes. Then everybody had to go here and quest instead to test out the zone. But that's a while ago. So now what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for watermelons. Watermelons right this way. I think it's like down in the water here. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm really loving to be questing with this spec here, with the destruction spec. It's actually really fun. Affliction is also really fun, and you could pull so many mobs with it. But I think you could actually do that too with your. Oh, I was really close dying. Wow. But you could do that too with destruction. You just run around and immolate all the mobs up, and then cast a few. Yeah, you just run around, immolate all the mobs up, and then your pet is gonna kill it. And whenever you don't have, and whenever you're like running low on HP, you can just use like a Fell Ember, and you can be healing yourself up. You're gonna use like one of your embers, but hey, you can heal yourself up quite easily, still as destruction. Really fun spec, and with a lot of burst power. And you can just see here, I could like spam everybody with immolate and incinerate on them, and heal me up with a Fell Ember, and basically having my pet like kill them. My pet is so strong, it's like unbelievable. And it's actually tanking for me too. Oh, and there was I remember there was something about this quest here. Something about this quest here that was bugging. I could pick up the watermelons. It took me quite a while to figure out why, but I think there was just something bugging. You could see nothing really happening. I ended up having to go away for a little while and then come back before it actually started working. Just running around, feeling very stupid and thinking it's not working. And here I'm thinking, oh, it must be a rogue or something taking them in front of me, or is somebody messing with me? But no, there wasn't any rogue around me. But that might as well have been. But watermelons wasn't working. Getting kind of frustrating. And look at that. The message is saying that item is already being used. And here I'm gonna do a /reload because something must have been bugging out. I mean, and item still doesn't work. That was something really messed up. But then again, that is to be expected. The game is still fairly new, and not everything is working 100%, even though they had the beta. It might be something on my side, it might also be something on the Blizzard side, but something was certainly not working here. And I'm checking the quest again to make sure. Am I even clicking the right item? Am I doing it right? Don't you just hate that, guys? When you're questing and you run into a bug or something like this, where it actually doesn't work, you're doing the right thing, but it doesn't work. So you're starting to think, am I doing it wrong? And in reality, you're really not doing it wrong. But you end up wasting a bunch of time. You just want to level, but you end up wasting a bunch of time. And here you see me actually having to run away, and I run back again just to see whether or not that actually worked or anything. And no, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Let's kill the bird. And keep in mind, guys, the gear I'm running around with here is like mostly PvP gear, like cataclysmic gear. And imagine If I had like a Dragon Soul gear running around with me here, then I probably would have killed it even faster. But just shows you how much burst that destruction actually has, and why it's really a really good leveling spec. I enjoy it very much, but later on in this Let's Play I might actually go back to Affliction, because Affliction is also fun, and who knows, maybe I will go back to it. But just love the Incinerate crits too. Just gotta love them. But there we go, the Watermelon quest finally ended up working, and I got a total of 5 right here, and now all I can do is just Hearthstone back, because in the start of this episode, if you remember, I did put down my Hearthstone, so I could just easily go back because I'm being lazy. Didn't want to ride all the way over there. I mean, it's extremely far. Oh, not really. But that will be the end of this episode with post-commentary. I know this episode was a lot different from what you're used to, but in the future I'm gonna make sure not to do the same mistake, and I'm gonna make sure to do it live commentary again. And I better get working. We want more episodes on the way, right? Please hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy the video regardless, and if you want to see more. And guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.